Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase your website's ranking and search results to get onto the first page of Google, the traffic and volume that these top sites get, along with the amount of new leads that would be coming directly to your business. Now, organically getting your page ranked using proper SEO techniques has always been the best long-term investment with the best returns for your business. Running ads or being Google guaranteed is a great method that we utilize to get immediate leads in the short term or into an emerging market that you're trying to branch into, but always used in conjunction with SEO. Compared to the amount of leads and search volume that you get to your site, your cost per click or per call would be more expensive, but probably the most beneficial part is that you're building equity in your brand that will always remain. Now, when you've reached your ad spend budget, your listing disappears and your entire web presence along with it. But your website, though it may drop in rank a bit if you're inactive with it, will still be there to generate leads. So to highlight some areas that you need to improve in order to achieve this, what I've done is taken your website and the top companies when I search for AC Repair Tampa, and I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine your position in search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So you can see just quickly from some of these numbers why these websites are outranking yours, but let me go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and then how you can improve them. Now, when Google is determining in what order to rank a website, it uses two factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site, which basically boils down to a popularity contest. Now, this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and they create a link. And this acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. Now, to give you a quick example, if, say, the local news station did an article on their website for the top 10 best air conditioning companies in the Tampa area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, it's considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, backlinks can come from many different types of websites, blogs, editorials, guest posts, press releases, but one strong and very important type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, or phone number appear in an online directory. Those directories include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, etc. Now, most of these are free. It just takes some time to find them, register for each one, and then input your business information exactly as it's shown in Google. So as you can see, based on the number of websites that are linking back, Google has created or found more trust and authority in these websites and therefore placed them higher up in the rankings over yours. But it's just something to keep in mind also that it's not just a matter of the sheer quantity of these domains and links, it's also the quality. So certain websites are more spammy than others and not trustworthy, especially ones that are outside the United States. So this is where we need to find highly authoritative websites that are relative to your service industry. So anything to do with plumbing, heating, electrical, home improvement, construction, things like that, that are trustworthy. So that way Google can transfer that trust and authority through the link to you. Now, the second factor for ranking your site is the content on your page. So as you can see here, you have a lot of keywords that are being found. These are all the ones that are being typed into Google search that are being found on your site. And then it also shows the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. And this shows your position in search results. So as you can see, you're ranking on page one for a few different keywords, but the problem is they're not what we call buyer intent keywords. So if somebody's searching what does a water shutoff look like, that's the great, that you're on page one for that, but that's not going to get you any business. So what we want to try to do is find high volume keywords that are being searched that are relative to services you offer in areas you service, and making sure that those are being found and also ranked on your page. So the same thing with near me. Anybody can be searching near me. So I mean 38,000 times a month is being searched, but this is a national keyword. So if somebody's searching from California, that's not going to help you out either. So we need to find, like I said, what we call buyer intent keywords. So for instance, if I can find one here, see AC repair in Tampa. If somebody is searching that, then they're definitely looking to have their air conditioning repaired, and that's right in your service area. So that's being searched 1,200 times per month. Right now, you're on the 15th position, which is going to put you somewhere in the middle of the second page. If you're on the first page, those 1,200 people will be seeing you when they search. And then we're very conservative, and Google Analytics estimates about 10% of total search volume converts into lead. So you're looking about a potential of 120 new leads coming to the business per month. Now, obviously, depending on what the percentage or close rate is for people that contact you and actually turn it into a job, and then obviously there's a big gap between varying profit margins in those types of jobs, but you can just see how the sheer volume of number of leads coming into the business can definitely add up to some revenue at the end of the year, and that's just off one keyword. So we repeat that same process for all the high volume keywords, like I said, relative to the services you offer and the areas you want to service, and making sure that those are ranking on your page as well. That way you're getting all that traffic and all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to you every month. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords. So if we take a look at your site here, first off, I love that you have an actual personalized picture on here. This is great. I try to recommend this to all customers and all people we talk to. This really helps build some trust that you're actually real people and you're not just taking file photos off the internet. The layout to me looks great. We've got all the drop downs right here. Everything that customers can possibly want to find, they can easily get to. It's mobile optimized, which is great as well because the majority of people are searching on their smartphones. The only issue that I'm seeing right off the bat is just the amount of content that's on the page. And the reason why I'm highlighting that is because Google doesn't care what the layout looks like. Being a computer, the first thing it's going to do is just come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you in search results. So while it's counting all those words, it's also searching for those keywords, so any of your services and your locations. However, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services or areas or keywords in general you want to be found for means the more content that you have to add to the page. So additionally, in order to qualify a keyword, the 150 words of supporting content have to be relative and describing that particular keyword itself. So if you want to rate for electrical, then you have to have 150 words talking about electrical in order for that to qualify that and Google to pick it up. Same thing with all your locations. You need to have services and descriptions talking about that particular location itself. Now, so if we go back to the search results, the first thing that's always going to pop up will be the guaranteed like you're in or the ads. If there are none, then the next thing that'll pop up on the top of the page is what we call the Google Map Pack. Now, this is a great area to try to get into as well because a lot of search volume and traffic comes to these top 3 sites since they're also at the top of the page. Now, to be listed in here is free. You just need to optimize your Google Business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so you can do it right from a smartphone. That way you can try to increase your ranking to get into the top 3 here. Now, to do so, you want to fill out as much information as you possibly can. So all your services, the area, even your hours of operation, everything. Your business description, you get 750 characters. You want to try to use all of that and put some keywords in there as well. And then you really want to take photos that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posting onto your profile on a regular basis. Google really rewards activity. Then you want to try to collect as many reviews and get as many of those citations. Your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. So then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites is going to help you climb and outrank your competition. Then once your site is at the top, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business. So I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence to make your website work for you and generate a lot of leads for the business. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you wanted me to go into any further details. We could talk about some of your goals for the business, whether it's specific services or locations you're trying to gain some more traction in, and then we can do some research to find out what it would take for you to reach those. I always appreciate at least getting some feedback as well, just to find out if information like this was useful for you. So please do let me know what you thought. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.